I had this experience long ago when I was at the belief system. So it was like I was in a primary school when we were doing. I was at the final year, like passing out. So there was a kind of passing out ceremony for the final year student to pass out to maybe a higher school. Like what we have here is we call it a secondary school. So after passing out from the primary, then you get into a secondary school. So in that dream experience, I was also passing out. So I saw Rebecca that came to me and say if I want to pass out to a new school. I said yes. He said okay, that he would take me to a better school. That what kind of school I have in mind? So I made the choice. I made a choice of a school that was around my area. So he took me somewhere, and in that school there was no building. It was all natural environment. It was like an open field where we have trees. That kind of this kind of stuff. I only see it in some pictures that Eva post where we have trees and an open field. So that was the school that Rebecca took me. But when I get into the school, the class he took me in like was little children like 3 years, 4 years. Then I said to him that in my former school, this kind of children stay in the kindergarten, as in they stay in the beginners. Then why would I come out from a come out as a senior boy in my former school, then coming to share the same class with little children? And he said I should just study the place. If I don't like it, they will take me to a higher class. If I think I know better than what they teach here, or I am more aware of, or as in my what I've learned so far is bigger than what they teach here, that I should tell him he will take me to a higher class. So that day, in the dream experience, I sat down and I start studying with these children. So when the teacher came, all of the thing that this teacher was teaching us, I didn't know anything. I didn't have any clue of what he was saying. But like these people I call the little children, we are very brilliant, answering questions, uh, um, getting marks in the class, and I didn't know anything about I didn't have any clue about what they were teaching. At the end of the class, the visitors walked up to me and said, "Do you like the class? Do you think you are bigger than the?" I say, "I like what they are teaching here, but I never understood anything. So I would like to learn more. When I learn more, then I'll I will then I pass out to a higher class." He said, okay, I'll leave you here to learn more so that you get to understand, so that you move into the next class. But it was kind of surprising to me, like um I'm leaving a I'm leaving a school where I was a bigger boy. Now I'm sharing class with little children. I don't even know anything they teaching me. So I took a challenge that I'm going to study hard and understand what they are teaching here. So that was way back 2006. And it wasn't. And the next year, 2007, I joined the corporation. I I started I started when I joined the corporation. It was kind of, I remember about that dream. I remember that dream. Oh, this was the new class Rebecca has brought me in. And then when they started showing me pictures of their masters and their, I spot Rebecca as there. I say, oh, it was this man that took me from my old class to a new class. But he wasn't look he wasn't really looking like the person I saw, but the face, but the way he was dressed in my own dream state is not the way it's being presented to me in Ekanka. So I said, okay, but this is Rebecca. This is the man I saw. Although he's not dressed like, he wasn't dressed like this. This is too this is kind of old fashioned Rebecca as I know. So in my year of studying, when I felt I was not no longer comfortable with what the Ekanka was teaching me. So I told Rebecca again that I'm not comfortable with this. But the it wasn't up to 3 months after I took Rebecca's picture and I talked to him heart to heart. And then it wasn't up to 3 months. I met Eva online. Then she started telling me about this part. She told me about the new presentation. I was kind of reluctant of singing the NuUU, but when I started singing the NuUU, I met Rebecca again, where I was in that same dream. I was in that same class. Then he took me to a higher class where adults, adults as in some are old people, some are young people, some children in the same class. But this was kind of a lively class. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this class, but I didn't understand anything also. So I noticed that my consciousness have changed, my awareness bigger than the former the former class I was. So at a point in um, about last year, 2021, around late 2020, after the lockdown and the pandemic, and towards 2021, I kind of I was kind of having this setback, and I was reluctant about the new presentation. When I then my phone got missing, I couldn't even. But sometimes I sing the NuUU on my own. Sometimes I forget about it. But when I said I wasn't comfortable with what I was doing, so I need to go back and study hard. I studied the new presentation and take it serious. So when I came back, I couldn't find Kelsey or the people I used to know in this part. Then I was kind of, so one person that was really close to me, we always chat. Apart from the Skype talk, we always chat privately. And the person was kind of introducing me when I started asking about others, Charles, Kelsey. Then one other black guy, that African guy that lives in America, is a black guy, but we always, is it, his name is around Oakman, something like that. So when I asked him about them, he was saying that he don't know about anyone else. Then he introduced me to something. Is it monastery? Is it new something monastery? I have forgotten it. Then when I listened to it, I read about it. I went back to my sleep and I saw Rebecca dance. Rebecca dance was not, didn't tell me it's okay, didn't tell me that it's not okay. I didn't feel that comfortable with it. Okay, the name was Global People Monastery. So I didn't feel comfortable with it, and I said no. I have to take my NUUU serious and do the focus on the new presentation. So, and my dream has been so wonderful and a lot of things. So that's my experience.
You were trying to remember Eric Oak, the black kid with Kelsey.
Okay, yeah, that's Eric Oak, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they chose, like Chris Courage and many others, they chose their own way. And again, you're very fortunate that Rebazar's there for you. And when you pay attention, he'll show you. Also, children are precious. You will see that there's no higher or lower. It's all an isness. It already is. And then in the beginning, it will seem like, oh, I'm with these little children. I'm in kindergarten. Actually, no. But eventually you will see that that's what all life is. It's the innocent, childlike position. See, it's already right in front of you. And there's no higher or lower, beginning or end or any of these things. It's an endless isness. That's the best part. But it takes a while for the personal, adult, conditioned mind to see this. So in the meantime, yes, you will go through a lot, just like you have, and it's okay. But it's more like the sun shining. See, there's the hint. It's not about masters, gurus, authorities. The real guidance is to show you that all life is like the sun shining and like the innocence of children. Very real. Yes, thank you. And please write that down. And you can stick it in the Skype here when you're ready, no matter how long it takes you. Yes, we're here to support you. It's all for you and everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Grayson.